Hey guys, hi. So in this video, we're going to talk about components basics and how to create a new component. And since I'm currently using the Vue SFC playground, so you can stick with me and we can start building a new component. So in this one example, we are going to create what I say a blog post, and with this blog post, I've given some titles and I want to render it. So how we will do it? So instead of creating one by one, so what I will do is I've created this. I will just rename it to, let's say, blog post. Always remember, just try to make it Pascal case. So okay, and now what I do is the next step is to import the blog post. So what I do is instead of writing like this, I just type blog post view and it imported it for me. Super. Now, once we have imported the blog post, now the next thing is in our blog post we need to give it a title and a ID. So I've given it a title here and an ID here. So how I can give the option is I have to define it in a prop. So I use something called define props, and this define prop can be an array also. So in so you can write it like this, title and so on, but I want to keep it typely tight. So what I do is I type I give it in title and ID. So and I define it by the string and number. So if I hover over it, it gives me string. So this is the feature of nice feature of define props. So now if I go to this app.view, and now if I try to do a control space, it gives me the option of title, and if I write whatever title, the title will come up. But now I don't have I just remove this, so it comes up like this. Now I want to render it what I say dynamically, right? So what I do is I just type v4. So I go to my posts, post in posts, so it will render it the number of times I want, and then I can give it my title. Title will be nothing but equals to the post dot title. It will have the title here, and if I want to give it the ID, I think, yeah, ID it has, so I can give it to post.id. So yeah, here we have. Now the next thing is we have defined the props. Now let's say we want to have the button by which I want to increase the font size, but I can't do it. How can so I have that property at the parent level, so sorry, at the parent level, and I have given a default size of 1. If I increase it to 2, it automatically increases also, right? So I don't want to do, I want to do it from inside the child, from, so that I have to emit an event from child to the parent. How will I do it? Let's go to the here, and here, like what I do, instead of writing count like this, uh you can just type emit, but before you do emit, you have to define it. So if I type const emit is equals to define emits, and this should be an array. So you define what are you going to emit. So I will be emitting, I will be emitting the increase font event, right? So I can type like this, and I can say this should increase the if I do a control space, it will give me the IntelliSense, and I will say to increase the font uh, by, let's say, mm, to increase the font. Now if I go to my app.view here, and if I try to search this, right, if I do a control space, so I will see so there is something called view on event, right? So I can increase the font, okay, and so I will not emit anything. I will just emit this event, right? And what I will do is I will increase the font size. So what I will do is post font size. So post font size, I will try to make it to 0.1, So this is what it will do. So if I click on this, so from the child, this event is getting emitted and it's increasing. So if anywhere I click, it's increasing +1. Now let's say not only this, now let's say let's talk something about v model instance. Okay, so let's say um I have something like let's say I have one input here. So this is where many people get confused. So I have this input, and this input has uh, let's say I want to pass a what I say uh, I give it a v model. Okay, and let's say this v model of title, not title, a description. Let's create something called description. Okay, and I want, like, whenever the description changes, so I just write hey there. Okay, so what I do is I create this v model of description. So here in the defined props, I have to write descriptions. mm, since this is a v model, uh, so in those scenario I have to write like this. Let's say uh, v model, right? So to update it, you have to write update and then the arguments which you are going to pass, and this is what we will be emitting. So what I will do is, in our case, since it's a description, I will close this and I will go to my blogger post. Okay, and what I will do is, just like how it shows that at input is what you have to do. In the component level, you have to write at input. So this is, you have to remember for v model only. So I will just type at the rate input, and here I think then only we will emit the event. Okay, so here what I will do is I will emit, and I will just write let's say another event will be uh, so another event will be the update description. Okay, so I will just emit this, so update description, and I will emit whatever the user has written. So let's see how they have done is, so yeah, so whatever I write, it should be an event of target dot value. So I just copy it just to save time. So yeah, event dot target dot value. Now but from where this event is coming is the question, right? So anyway, whenever you do this at the rate input, it will give you an event, and from there you can get this value, right? So now the next thing what I wanted to talk here is, uh I guess that is a issue. I just make it like this, and now let's see if I have missed anything. Well, I have not. So increase font, description. Okay, property value does not exist. I have to look into this. Update description, I've given it like this. Okay, there is this, which was actually causing the issue anyways. Okay, so what it will do is whenever someone writes it here, it will update, give it will send an update to the app. Okay, now how can I read that is, I will create here const uh, rcvd input, and I will give this to a ref. Let's make it by default it empty, and I will take this rcvd and I will just paste it here. Okay, now the thing here is, now what I will do is, above this blog post where this component is, I will just return it. So now here the catch here is, so previously rcvd, so here now if I write something here, things will come up. See, now this was the thing, is what you are doing from the child to the parent. again. Okay, so this is what we did. And not only this v model, you can use it one time. So let's say similarly, if you have another instance of title, or let's say post id or something, you can do the same here, and you can create another instance just like this, update dot post id. And you can, yeah, you can do the two-way binding for that also. You can have multiple v models at once, right? So this is nice, right? So yeah, we have completed the view basics in a nutshell. See you in the next video. Thank you.